Thank you all. So let's start with the reading of the Ramcharitmanas. I want to also just share with everyone that I've been doing this for a few weeks now, and I can tell you that this just gets deeper and deeper and sweeter. We're we're meeting the words of a great sage, and a sage which is blessed with so much knowledge, but also so much beauty in expression. So sometimes initially the mind may say it's very difficult, you can't do it, what is this, all of that. Just you see as we progress that everything we speak of in satsang is also here.
May Lord Ganesha, the leader of Shiva's retune, whose very thought ensures success, who has the head of a beautiful elephant, who is a repository of wisdom and an abode of virtuous and benignant qualities, shower his grace upon me. May that merciful Lord, whose grace enables the dumb to wax eloquent and a cripple to ascend an inaccessible mountain, and who burns all the impurities of the Kali age, be moved to compassion on me. May the Lord, who ever reposes on the ocean of milk, and who is swarthy as a blue lotus, and his eyes resembling a pair of full-blown red lotuses, take up his abode in my heart. May the crusher of Cupid, Bhagavan Shiva, whose form resembles in color the jasmine flower, and the moon, who is the consort of goddess Parvati and an abode of compassion, and who is fond of the afflicted, be gracious to me. I bow to the lotus feet of my Guru, who is an ocean of mercy and is no other than Sri Hari himself in human form, and whose words are sunbeams, as it were, for dispersing the mass of darkness in the form of gross ignorance. I greet the pollen-like dust of the lotus feet of my preceptor, refulgent, fragrant, and flavored with love. It is a lovely powder of the life-giving herb which allays the host of all attendant ills of mundane existence. It adorns the body of a virtuous person, even as white ashes beautify the person of Lord Shiva and brings forth sweet blessings and joys. It rubs the dirt of the beautiful mirror in the shape of the devotee's heart. When applied to the forehead in the form of a tilaka, a religious mark, it attracts a host of virtues. The splendor of gems in the form of nails on the feet of the blessed Guru unfolds divine vision in the heart by its very thought. The lustre disperses the shades of infatuation. Highly blessed is he in whose heart it shines. With its very appearance, the discerning eyes of the mind get open. The attendant evils and sufferings of the night of mundane existence disappear. And gems and rubies in the shape of stories of Sri Rama, both patent and hidden, wherever, in whatever mind they may be, come to light.
जो सुमिरत सिद्धि होई, गणनायक करि बर बदन, करौ अनुग्रह सोई बुद्धि राशि शुभ गुण सदन मूक होई बाचाल पंगु चढ़ई गिरिवर गहन जासु कृपा सो दयाल द्रवौ सकल कलिमल दहन नील सरोरुह श्याम तरुण अरुण बारिज नयन करौ सो मम उर्धाम सदा क्षीर सागर शयन कुंद इंदु समदेह उमारमन करुणा अयन जाहि दीन परनेह करौ कृपा मर्दन मयन बंदौ गुरुपद कंज कृपा सिंधु नर रूप हरि महामोहतम पुंज जासु बचन रवि कर निकर गुरुपद पदम परागा सुरुचि सुबास सरस अनुरागा अमिय मूरिमय चूरन चारु समन सकल भवरुज परिवारु सुख राम सिया जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम सुकृति संभुतन बिमल विभूति मंजुल मंगल मोद प्रसूति जनमन मंजु मुकुर मल हरणी किए तिलक गुण गण बस करनी श्री गुरुपद इट्स फास्ट नो श्री गुरुपद नख मणि गण ज्योति सुमिरत दिव्य दृष्टि होती दलन मोहतम सो सप्रकाशु बड़े भाग उर आवै जासु उघरहि बिमल बिलोचन ही के मिटहि दोष दुख भव रजनी के सूझहि रामचरित मनि मानिक गुपुत प्रगट जह जो सखानिक साधक सिद्ध सुजान रामा साधक सिद्ध सुजान कौतुक देखत सैल बन भूतल भूरि निधान तुलसी भूतल भूरि निधान.
As for instance, by applying to the eyes the miraculous salve, known by the name of Siddhajana, the eye of salve, of perfection, strivers, adepts, as well as men of wisdom easily discover a host of mines on hilltops, in amidst a forest, and in the bowels of the earth. The dust of the Guru's feet is a soft and agreeable salve, which is ambrosia, as it were, for the eyes and remedies the defects of vision. Having brightened my eyes of discernment, thereby I proceed to relate the story of Sri Rama, which secures freedom from bondage of mundane existence. First, I reverence the feet of Brahmanas, the very gods on earth who are able to dispel all doubts born of ignorance. Then I make loving obeisance in reverent language to the whole body of pious souls, the minds of all virtues. The conduct of holy men is noble as the career of the cotton plant, the fruit whereof is tasteless, white, fibrous, even as the doings of saints yield results which are free from attachment, stainless, and full of goodness. Even by suffering hardships in the form of ginning, spinning, and weaving, the cotton plant covers others' private parts and has thereby earned in the world a renown which is worthy of adoration. The assemblance of saints, which is all joy and felicity, is a moving prayaga, the king of all holy places, as it were. Devotion to Sri Rama represents in this moving prayaga the stream of holy Ganga, the river of celestials, while the proceeding of an enquiry into the nature of Brahma, the Absolute, constitutes the Saraswati, a subterranean stream which is traditionally believed to join the Ganga and the Yamuna at the Prayaga, thus accounting for the name Triveni, which signifies confluence of three rivers. Discourses on karma or action consisting of injunctions and interdictions have been spoken of as the sacred Yamuna, the daughter of sun god in her angelic form, washing the impurities of the Kali age, while the antidotes of Lord Vishnu and Shiva stand out as the triple stream known as Triveni, bringing joy and blessings to those who listen to them. Unwavering faith in their own creed constitutes the immortal banyan tree, and the noble actions represent the royal code of that king of holy places. Easy of access to all on any day and at every place, this moving prayaga assuages the afflictions of those who resort to it with reverence. The king of holy places is beyond all description and supramundane in character. It bestows the reward immediately, and its glory is manifest.
यथा सुअंजन अंजितृग साधक सिद्ध सुजान रामा साधक सिद्ध सुजान कौतुक देखत सैल बन भूतल भूलि निदान तुलसी भूतल भूलि निदान अंजल अंजन नय गुरु पद फर्स्ट वन इज हाई मृद अंजुल अंजन नयनमिय दृग दोष विभंजन तेहि करि विमल विवेक विलोचन वरनौ रामचरित भव मोचन सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम बंधु प्रथम महीसुर चरना, मोह जनित संशय सब हरना। सुजन समाज सकल गुण खानी, करऊं प्रणाम सप्रेम सुबानी। साधु चरित शुभ चरित कपासु, निरस विशद गुणमय फल जासु। जो सही दुख परिचित्र दुरावा, बंदनीय जे जग जस पावा। मृदु मंगलमय संत समाजु, जो जग जंगम तीरथ राजु। राम भक्ति जह सुर सरि धारा, सरसहि ब्रह्म विचार प्रचारा। विधि निषेधमय कलिमल हरनि, कर्म कथा रविनंदन बरनि। हरिहर कथा विराजत बेनी, सुनत सकल मंगल देनी। बधु विश्वास अचल निज धर्मा, तीरथ राज समाज सुकर्मा। सबहि सुलभ सब दिन सब देसा, सेवत सादर समन कलेसा। अकथ अलौकिक तीरथ राउ, देहि सत्य फल प्रगट प्रभाऊ। मन मज्जहि राग, रामा मंजहि अनुराग। लहरि चारि फल अक्षत तनु, साधु समाज प्रयाग। तुलसी साधु समाज प्रयाग।
Men who, having heard the glory of this moving prayaga in the form of the assemblance of holy men, appreciate it with an enraptured mind, and then take a plunge into it with extreme devotion, obtain the four rewards of human existence during their very lifetime. The result of an immersion into the sacred waters of this King of Holy Places is instantly perceived. Crows turn into cuckoos and herons into swans. Let no one marvel to hear this. The glory of contact with saints is no secret. Valmiki and Narada, Agastya, who was born of a pitcher, have related the story of their birth and transformation with their own mouth. Of the various creatures, both animate and inanimate, living in this world, whether in water or on land or in the air, whoever has attained wisdom, glory, salvation, material prosperity, or welfare, anywhere or by any means whatsoever, knows it to be the result of association with holy men. There is no other means, either in the world or in the Vedas. Wisdom dawns not without association with saints, and such association cannot be easily had without the grace of Sri Rama. Contact with noble souls is the root of joy and blessings. It constitutes the very fruit and fulfillment of all endeavors, whereas all other practices are blossoms, as it were. Through contact with the virtuous, even the wicked get reformed. Just as iron, a base metal, is transmuted into gold by touching of the philosopher's stone. On the other hand, if perchance good men fall into evil company, they maintain their noble character like the gem on the hood of a serpent. I'll read it here. Even the speech of deities like Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, poets and men of wisdom, falters in depicting the glory of pious souls. Much less can be described by me, even as a dealer in vegetables finds himself incapable of expatiating on qualities of gems. I bow to the saints who are even-minded towards all and have no friend or foe, just as a flower of good quality placed in the palm of one's hands, communicates its fragrance alike to both the hands, the one which plucked it and that which held and preserved it. Realizing thus the noble disposition and loving nature of saints who are innocent at heart and Catholic in spirit, I make this humble submission to them, listening to my childlike prayer and taking compassion on me, O noble souls, bless me with devotion to the feet of Sri Rama.
जनमुदित मन मज्जहियतिनो रामा मज्जहियतिनो लहई चारि फल अक्षत तनु साधु समाज प्रयाग तुलसी साधु समाज प्रयाग मचन फल देखिय तत्काला काक होई पिक बकऊ मराला सुनिया चरज कर जनी गोई सतसंगति महिमा नहीं गोई बालम सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम वाल्मीकि नारद घट जोनी निज निज मुख कही निज होनी जल चर थल चर नभ चर नाना जेड़ चेतन जीव जहाना मति कीरति गति बूति भलाई जब जे जतन जहाँ जही पाई सो जानब सत्संग प्रभाव लोकहु वेद न आन उपाऊ बिनु सत्संग विवेक न होई राम कृपा बिनु सुलभ न होई सतसंगत मुद मंगल मूला सोई कल सिखर साधन मूला सठ सुधरहि सतसंगति पाई पारस परस कुधात सुहाई विधि बस सुजन कुसंगत परहि फनि मनि संग गुण अनुसरहि विधि हरिहर कवि को विद्वानी कहत साधु महिमा सकुचानी सोमो सन कही जात न कैसे साक बनिक मनि गुण गण जैसे दुष्ट भी संगति पाकर सुधर जाते हैं जैसे पारस के स्पर्श से लोहा सुहावना हो जाता है। किंतु देवयोग से यदि कभी सज्जन कुसंगति में पड़ जाते हैं तो वे वहाँ भी सांप की मणि के समान अपने गुणों का ही अनुसरण करते हैं। अर्थात जिस प्रकार सांप का संसर्ग पाकर भी मणि उसके विष को ग्रहण नहीं करती तथा अपने सहज गुण प्रकाश को नहीं छोड़ती, उसी प्रकार साधु पुरुष दुष्टों के संग में रहकर भी दूसरों को प्रकाश ही देते हैं। दुष्टों का उन पर कोई प्रभाव नहीं पड़ता।
Would you like me to comment on it? So basically what is said here is that the spiritual contact through satsang, it purifies the beings of all those who are on the journey. So the vices of the mind in them start getting purified. So the influences of the mind influence of the mind itself weakens, and all the inauspiciousness that plays out in the material realm starts to get auto-corrected or reformed. And for those who are in touch with their inner self, even if they are in the company of those who are sort of really attracted by the material world and inauspicious influences, but they're able to maintain their essence, and they're not corrupted or tarnished by anything that happens in their being.
ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव कवि और पंडितों की वाणी भी संत महिमा का वर्णन करने से सकुचाती है। वह मुझसे किस प्रकार नहीं कह जाती, वह मुझसे किस प्रकार नहीं कही जाती। जैसे साग तरकारी बेचने वाले से मणियों के गुण समूह नहीं कहे जा सकते। जैसे साग बेचने वाले से माणिक
That which the sages are able to express, that even gods don't find it easy to talk about. That the insight, no, we talk about that. Is this part of the Akathaniya and all of that, or that's the next? Where he's saying that the truth is beyond words and beyond description, and yet that is next passage. So he's comparing himself to one who's attempting to talk about gemstones while being a seller of fruits and vegetables, like this kind of thing. That's just his humility. It's really beautiful. I don't know how it's coming across online, but we're finding it, at least I'm finding it very beautiful here. So, and we'll get better at it. Of course, we're making a lot of mistakes and things, but we'll get better at it.